How do you do, folks? Welcome back to Let's Play Mighty Gunvolt Burst, Beck's Route. And today we are going to be ruining Brandish and Dynatron's Day, I think? I gave myself a little cheat by going into the menu and arranging everything in the order that the boss order is. All my guns, so I'm smart. The gun I made is a very short-ranged, explodey... That's not a guy I can kill. Short-ranged, explodey... Was this one homing? I think the charge shot is homing. I have a fairly short charge shot that shoots a missile, not a drill. Even though this is drill dudes. Come on. This is where I really miss double jump. I'm recording this very shortly because it goes live, because I had a minor emergency yesterday. And I had a bunch of streaming crap I was doing over the weekend, so I was supposed to catch up on my recording yesterday, and well, that's what happens when you cut everything so short. And I was going to sit down yesterday before it all went to shit and record. And the the SNES Classic Mini, whatever the heck it's called, got announced. And I was a little bit surprised that happened, to be completely honest. I mean, there's a lot of shit you can say about Nintendo, most of which is stupid. It's not up. The secret is up. There is no secret. There's a secret. Oh my god. I forgot this was this level. Despair encompasses my life right now. Damn. Alright, SNES Mini is what we're trying to talk about. Oh, I did it. Oh, I have to actually not die here. Because you get reset to a pretty poopy place. In terms of having to do that stupid puzzle again. Yeah, SNES Mini, the big thing people watching this probably would be interested in is that Megaman X is on it. And it is, like, I'm an NES fanboy, I'm not going to lie. I would not have told anybody at all ever to buy the Classic. I'm like, in my opinion, I own pretty much every NES or SNES game I want to own on a cartridge. So, it's technically legal for me to make backups and emulate it. That is pretty much my opinion on the matter, and it's easy to do. Perfectly within my rights. There is another secret happening. I remember that this is like a double secret, yeah. Anyway, and really the NES Classic was a hunk of plastic that looked neat, and I didn't know why people were so interested in the darn thing. There were good games on there. There were the Mario games, of course, both Zeldas. I actually like Zelda 2, unlike a lot of people. Final Fantasy, I'm sorry to say, is hot garbage. The original NES Final Fantasy. I love the game, but I would not tell anybody else that they really should play it. Like, there's just too many caveats to say, yeah, play Final... What am I doing in my Switch menu? Wow. I don't know why I hit the Switch button and not anything else. Anyway, the plus button. Final Fantasy, yeah, I just said Final Fantasy is hot garbage, which is probably going to get me some comments. I mean, I like it, but the game either requires you... Most people think, oh, you have to grind, and it's bullshit, but that's not true. The design of the game is actually such that you can kind of just go and kill everything on the way, save outside a dungeon, and just keep rolling the dice until you survive. And switching around heroes to take advantage of the fact that half of all attacks go to the guy in the first slot. You don't need your fighter up there all the time. You just need the guy with the most HP at the moment. Buying potions one at a time Ugh. I'm gonna get killed by Brandish immediately. I barely even tried. I'm not even sure. I should fiddle with my gun. Anyway, my point is, Final Fantasy has all the problems of being the first in a series that's also an NES game. With all the... I just increased my range and didn't even look. Yeah, I have Smash, which is what I want. Final Fantasy sucks. Wouldn't recommend it to anybody who... Like, I wouldn't recommend it just for fun. There's a lot of good reasons to play Final Fantasy. Fun is not particularly one of them. Unless you have already determined yourself that you find that to be fun. Star Tropics is on there. Star Tropics is a great game. Kirby's NES game. I think it's Adventure, the name of it. Then there's Excite Bike and maybe Galaga. I mean, some of those are classics, but they're also just too dated. Not worth $60 in my opinion. Especially, this is the point I was originally going to make. That $60 for a hunk of plastic that looks like an NES for games that you probably didn't want to play in the first place. Most people were probably okay to blow that on Mario. And I didn't think it was worth it. Like I said, I think the market is extreme casuals, who I guess that serves. The NES Classic serves, and enthusiasts who are, I don't know, it's worth supporting Nintendo buying stuff on Virtual Console, I guess, and I have done that myself. I need to actually do the gun. The gun that I just picked up, not the gun that I'm going to pick up. I suppose I'm a little bit... What's the word? God damn it. Porn, I guess. Anyway, point is, even if you could have gotten the NES Classic, I'm not sure you should have. And I never would... The really original point is that I never would have thought that the sucker would sell, because there's all these other options. You're buying a plastic shell that looks like an NES. There are like 80 bazillion dozen thousand. I don't know if the patent went out, or if Nintendo doesn't care, or what, but the innards of the NES have existed for a long time on the market, available to play your old cartridges. And yeah, a lot of people didn't keep their cartridges. I'm a weirdo, I get that. I don't really have that big a problem with that. It's having the games preloaded on there was a big deal, I guess. But a friend pointed out to me that every person in my generation is huge on nostalgia, or at least the, you know, kind of default guy you think of, or gal, you think of when you think of millennials, or what the hell ever we've been categorized as. I don't know what I want to do with this weapon, I'm sorry, it's... bouncy swords? Eh. I've done plenty of bouncies. You know what? Why not? I don't think I can actually... Oh, you can turn the angle up a good bit. Yeah. This is a good gun, right? This makes sense. Anyway, it's basically nostalgia, like that one Steam game that I own that I may never play. Yeah, I can't afford that. Alrighty, we're good enough for now. Actually, I'll equip my bubble shield just for grins. So yeah, that is pretty much my full thoughts on the NES Classic. It's selling on nostalgia, which is dumb. Where is charge? Oh my god. I shouldn't be trying to talk. I've been, like, hovering right over it. Alright. Damn my ass. What can I... I'm just gonna drop my bullet size. Who even cares? So, yeah. NES Mini, dumb, nostalgia, not worth the price. In my humble opinion. I didn't have a Megaman game on it to bring this back around to what I'm doing. Anyway, the SNES Mini has 21 excellent games. Super Nintendo games are just flat aged better for the most part. Like, I would recommend pretty much. There are a couple of games I haven't played. Like, I haven't played Contra. I didn't care for Contra. I can't think of what else is on there. Final Fantasy IV should have been on there. Final Fantasy VI, or Final Fantasy II and Final Fantasy III on the SNES America. In my old age, Final Fantasy II has come out on Final Fantasy IV. Not Final Fantasy II, the debacle of a game that had every good idea decades before we were ready for it, and did them all wrong. But the one with Cecil and Rydia and all that good stuff, it's a much more focused, interesting, well, interesting in as much that kind of thing can be. Why am I not homing? My gun is not homing at all. That is not the slot I wanted. I don't care. I guess I really don't. What if it's oh, it is homing a little bit. It did home in on that guy. Oh, you can get that from the floor. Huh. Anyway. Wow. Final Fantasy VI. Too much experimentation. Too much falling flat. The translation is both good and bad. But yeah, I would have taken Final Fantasy IV over Final Fantasy VI any day on my SNES Mini. But like, a friend of mine is of the opinion that Kirby's... The one that's 8 games in one, I can't remember, Kirby Superstar? Yeah, I think that's the name of it. He's convinced that that game is worth the $80 price point alone. I'm not sure he was joking, I gotta be honest. I think he might have been being serious with me. It's hard to tell with him. But yeah, just in general, Mario Kart, Star Fox 2, which may not actually be a good game, but has not... I don't think... It was not released at all anywhere. It was canned because the N64 came out. People, they were like, well, we want the 3D games to be 64 games and not everybody think this shitty SNES thing is what 3D games are supposed to be like, or something ridiculous like that. I can't get back up to find my secret, so I guess we're leaving it. That sucks. Imagine if I had a double jump that actually double jumped. Wouldn't that just be the best? What else do I have to say about the SNES Mini? I would pick it up. Not me. If I were somebody else, it was dumb. Not dumb. Somebody with different priorities. Like, it's a perfectly fine purchase in my opinion. I don't think you get... I legitimately don't think people would get the value out of the NES Classic that they thought they would. Unless they just really wanted a showpiece, which... That's fine. It's your hopefully disposable income. If that's what you want, buy it. But my $60 would be better spent on just about anything else. Look at me. I did an alternate route and died, and now I can do the other route. That was totally on purpose, and not just me babbling about collector's editions. Oh, if you want the SNES Mini, be forewarned that Nintendo did say they're not planning to continue, or there are currently no plans to continue after 2017. Maybe you'll actually be able to find them, because they're trying a little bit harder to keep stuff in stock, now that they're not like me and realize that they will sell like hotcakes, because nostalgia. But they're still doing very limited times. Anyway, that's the SNES Mini discussed. The Yooka Laylee green and purple patch, and that's homing on the wrong guy. I noticed this a little bit with my homing charge shot that I didn't demonstrate very much of. That it was trying to home in on an enemy on another screen, which was interesting to me. This is actually, if the angle is good enough, I should be able to hit her pretty good. She does a lot of flying nonsense. It would be nice to have, oh, it's not homing like I want it to right now. I think fast and homing might be a little... Okay. I lied, everything is bad. The Yooka Laylee green and purple patch is out, and if you somehow have been with me while those were still going live, I said I was going to stream that, and I am going to stream that immediately after I finish recording. Well, immediately after I finish processing this episode, hopefully. Right around the time this episode goes live, because my whole life is in the gutter right now. That was a good way to... Oh yeah. Yooka Laylee streaming it. Patch fixed a bunch of camera issues, a whole bunch of little niggling bugs, and... I guess this is probably the place to say that I finally more or less made the decision. I'm gonna go ahead and play Mighty Number 9. I picked it up in the Steam sale. And we're almost done with this game again. Which is a good thing. I'm announcing the next one then, I guess. But yeah, because I think Mighty Number 9 actually has a lot more problems than Yooka Laylee did. But then again, people were grossly overstating Yooka Laylee's problems. That game got a lot of bad press that it did not deserve. It was a Kickstarter project. People smelled blood in the water. Mighty Number 9 had done the same thing, but just like the few months before. So yeah, I need to give that game a shot. I'm going to go ahead and do that. We'll see how it holds up. I'm sure some people are going to be there in the comments telling me that it's great. And I'm not going to say you're wrong, because that's the stop having fun guy thing, and that's probably the worst kind of person you can be. Short of, you know, like murders, rapes, or whatever. But games can be bad, and you should be aware that they're bad, even if you like them. I guess is my kind of thinking there. But yeah, we'll do Mighty Number 9, see how it actually plays. What else was I gonna say? I think that's it. This has been a long, rambling video that I just banged out as fast as I could. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for watching, sticking to the end. I will see you guys next time for the last few bits of Mighty Gunvolt Burst. Actually, there's probably going to be 2 more episodes of this because there's a lot of Wily stage stuff. But yeah, you know what I mean. I'll see you next time and the time after that. Bye.